I like this one, but you can't just go off and decide to connect a route like that. It's fine! Don't worry, my inventions will definitely help Kazuya-kun. Also, supposing Kazuya-kun has a need for me, now he won't have to slog it all the way back to my lab. Even so. Oh, just dug a hole through the floor, did you? Speak of the devil! Hello, Kazuya-kun! Come on now, you're not exactly making me feel welcome here. I already said I was sorry about that doll. I'm just a helpless inventor. The whole thing was an act of God. In your case, I think you were suspicious enough even before all this happened. Well, with your surveillance of Kazuya, prior criminal record, and all your usual bad behavior. Is that how it is? Anyway, this here will take you directly to my lab. Come see me when you've got some time. Like I said before, I have a bunch of inventions. I'm sure lots of them will be useful, Kazuya-kun. Oh, but research isn't cheap, so I can't exactly give them to you for free. Alright. Dear me, this is gonna be a hassle. What do you do, my lord? What's the problem? It's not like she's going to be turning up here from her side. I don't see it affecting our operations very much. Besides, going by that doll, she's got some skills. She might actually have one or two things that could help out Kazuya. Yes, that's true. She's got one or two. If she's got one or two. That professor, she's got a reputation even in this place? That's a memento you've got there, isn't it? You mean this tear-shaped thing? Yes, it's a powerful idol made of the materialized powerful thoughts of demons and humans. But you're able to hold it so normally with your bare hands? Normally your mind would be driven insane by it. That's our idiosyncratic Kazuya-kun for you. I know, Kazuya-kun. Do you want to try having a peek into it? A peek? You can do that? It's possible if you use this device I completed just the other day. Come on, it's over here. Is this a military capsule? It looks like one, but works completely differently. It's called the Delusion Capsule. What? The Delusion Capsule! You didn't need to say it twice. When you sleep inside the capsule, delusions generated inside your head are projected within a boundary in imaginary space. And in that space, the user enters the delusion with their psychic body and can enjoy whatever situation is there. That's right, and it's an otaku's wet dream. It's literally a dream-like apparatus. I don't know if I really understand. So how does this device show the contents of this soul? If we get into the technical details, it'll take forever. So I'll briefly explain it using diagrams. Actual diagrams, huh? We have real space, magical power, imaginary numbering space, nothing dimension, and boundary space. Okay. First, the standard boundaries used by the demons are called projection boundaries. It's a copy of a real space into imaginary space. In other words, it generates a perfect copy of real space into an alternate dimension invisible to the eye. This space is completely isolated from reality. If you smash an object inside the boundary, that object will not be affected in reality. That's why your radio is cut off during battles. This Delusion Capsule is putting that projection boundary into practical use. It's not projecting real space, it's projecting the inside of the user's head. And by doing that, the user can actually experience the delusion. Oh, so that's why it's an otaku's wet dream. You can literally imagine your favorite waifu and get to do naughty things with them. Not just that, because it's an ultra-realistic dream that you're experiencing at a mental level. No matter what happens, you're 100% safe. Uh-huh. What? What's with that she's definitely up to no good look on your face? Where's your sense of adventure? Well, to put it simply, the thing that's doing the projecting into space is the memento. The contents of memento are projected as a boundary, and you'll be able to experience the inside of it as a physical body. And that's about it. Do you understand now? Well, I kinda get the idea. This is how you use it. Set the memento you want to see here, and then just get in like you would a normal capsule. Why don't you just give it a try? Even if it's the thoughts of someone else, it's a dream world. You'll be able to get back 100% safe. Maybe. Memento Abyss. Projected boundaries. Deployment complete. Separate the subject spirit. Heaven key? Akane, you said you were doing this for me and everyone in the village. But how am I supposed to live after you're gone? If I lose the only family I have left, I'll be sure to unravel their identity. I'll definitely save you. The people of this village not question anything. If we do the ceremony, the disaster will stop. If Akane is sacrificed, all will be resolved. They believe that without questioning anything. They'll believe anything they're told. That kind of tradition doesn't even exist in this village. It's those guys. Everyone's been acting strange ever since those guys came here. Amazing, big brother. My ability didn't work. You're definitely resistant to magic power. People like you appear among humans from time to time. That's right, from time to time. That's right. This is exactly what you think it is. The ceremony is nonsense. The whole here is mine. Every disaster, every disease, I brought them about. Your sister will become a part of me. This is all for my goal in the distant future. I know. We can gobble him up too. Yes, we'll also eat Big Brother. You will be a part of me like everyone else. My body is moving forward on its own. I have to escape to the village to tell him. Humans are weak, aren't they? Well, that's probably why they're so cute. Rejected boundaries. Advancing dimension has reached critical point. Pull back the soul object's psychic body. No wrapped in a blackened kimono. I've been wondering this for the longest time. Who on earth came up with this ritual? Everyone in the village was saying it was the first time they'd seen such a hole, and that the calamities were completely unprecedented. So then what is this shrine? Why isn't anyone even remotely suspicious about this? Tomorrow is the day of the ritual. My sister Akane will be dropped into that dark, deep hole. It's those guys. Ever since those guys came here, everyone in the village has gone weird. I'm going to try tailing them tonight. I'll dig up some dirt on those guys and convince those idiots in the village to stop the ritual. Kazuya presents the memento wrapped in a kimono to Mikuro. What are you planning to do with that? So much time has passed. It's so tattered that you can't even tell what it was supposed to look like. But you should be able to recognize it. This is the kimono that person was wearing. Don't tell me. My brothers? That day you fell into the abyss. It's not that your brother didn't come. It's that he couldn't come. Your brother learned that the story about the human sacrifice and the disasters befalling your village were all part of the scheme. And he was killed! Killed? Who on earth by? For that, I think it would be faster to ask the person directly. Even now, they're peeping out from behind you, looking pretty satisfied with themselves. You've done well. You found out about all that? I'm sure you've seen the memories of the previous one. Someone like you appear from time to time. That's right, from time to time. You two were with the village head. You humans are weak. When accidents keep happening for a little while, you always look for something to blame. You humans are weak. When sickness spreads, you look for something to cling to. The village head was very cooperative. He spread the story of the sacrifice without even knowing it was a lie. Lucky you, you weren't really sacrificed at all. A lot of evil has been stored until this era, so that it can be chosen to play with him. No, that's... Then, I'm... We've been found out, so there goes the idea. You have no intention of fighting each other anymore, right? Now that you know the truth, you'd much rather play with us, right? What is this? She disappeared the same way she does with her teleport move. But no matter how you look at it, something's not right. What'd you do to her? She just returned to us, because she was originally a part of me. Her ability to manipulate time is a part of me. You understand, don't you? Or rather, since you're playing with us, watch closely. Do you want to play with us lots? I will show you all of us. Enjoy it. Tried to dodge the sun slash attack in front of me, but managed to graze my arm. But for some reasons it didn't hurt. In fact, I could feel pleasure coming from the wind. My breath became ragged. What's this? Kazuya, watch out! Those guys have cunningly built lust curses into their attacks. Lust curses? The Kerns turns pain into pleasure. Even though their attacks are meant to kill you, your lust will rise if you get hit. If you come here and can't move, who knows what it'll do to you. Just like the previous battle, fight carefully and watch your lust, Kazuya. What? Well done. You beat me. I haven't been beaten in a long time. This kind of human is rare. That's right. Rare. Twins continue to toy with me, even though all that's left of them are their heads. We were so close. We wanted to eat some more. We'll meet again someday. See you then, Oni-chan. Let's play again, Oni-chan. Akane! You're safe! Don't call me by that name! Why did you help me? Why did you tell me something I didn't want to know? Why have you kept me in this world? And they consumed me. I felt my consciousness disappearing. I could at least be relieved that it was all finally over. I wanted it to end. My soul. The soul of someone who died in such a pointless way. Even though I put my life on the line for my brother, in the end, I don't give any platitudes about your resolution when you became a human sacrifice. Or that I understand your fear and despair when you were in the abyss. But your brother didn't want to let that thing do whatever it wanted with you. I had a dream after finding you the first time. I saw my girlfriend fall into a hole. It was definitely this abyss here. Your brother was killed by them, and you were made into a part of them. I think maybe when I touched you, I was influenced in no small part by your brother's thoughts. Why is she the sacrifice? Why couldn't I protect her? I can't let her die. If only I could give my life for hers. The me inside the dream wasn't prepared for it, for so many regrets. And, as guided, I found his memento, and he showed me the truth. He entrusted me with his resolution to save you, even though you had bravely offered up your life. So you should rest in peace properly, for your brother's sake. Don't worry about me anymore. I will not follow you any longer. At the very least, I can't hold a grudge against you anymore. Go off and do whatever you want. Makuro walked off unsteadily. Oi, is she gonna be okay? It looked like the strength had gone right out of her. A lot has happened. She just can't organize her feelings right now. I don't think she has the will to hate someone anymore. I'm sure she'll pass on once she sorts her feelings out. That was her brother's wish, I'm sure of it. If you're sure. Makuro? Why are you here? Just as I expected. I thought about a lot of things after what happened. After I calmed down, I also thought about maybe passing on. But then I suddenly realized, if I still have unfinished business, then unfinished business? What on earth? Kazuya, do you know the reason why you pass on more peacefully when there's someone close to you who cares for you? Is that because that way you leave behind proof that you are alive? Because you can rest assured that even though you may be dead, you will continue on in someone's memories. Kazuya, I want to be remembered by you. More than that, I want us to touch each other, so that I can remain in your memories. Aren't you glad, Kazuya? She won't leave until she's made a strong impression on you. I'm not sure how I feel about this. You came. I've been waiting for you. Her body. This body? It moves well with little to no difference from when I was human. Though if I move too quickly, it starts making rattling noises, which bugs me a little. It's also equipped with various functions that enable me to toy with you. It's a very enjoyable buy once you get used to it. Toy with me? That's right. It's strange. I never used to be the kind of person to enjoy that sort of thing. If anything, I get the feeling I was rather shy. Or maybe it was because I was weak and sickly. As I am now, that's not something I need to be concerned with. And I certainly don't hate you. There's this, tiny feeling inside me that makes me want to thank you for saving me from the darkness of the abyss and for fulfilling my brother's wish. Of course, at first I had possessed the body of this doll for the very purpose of sucking up your soul so we could die together, but being able to use it purely for your pleasure isn't bad either. But you're still going to forcibly milk me. I know. I am a cursed doll after all. Once I start milking, I won't let go until my evil spirit is satisfied. Prepare yourself for that, Kazuya. Don't get the wrong idea. I'm not just some regular milking doll. It's just that my way of thanking you isn't what you'd usually expect. I understand. Her time ability. The ability to stop time. That was the twins' ability, I believe. I was completely in the palm of their hands. As though I really was their doll. When did you realize you had the power to stop time? It was after I was released from the abyss as an evil spirit. It was then that I realized the concept of time had no meaning for me. That's how it felt for me without a true form. But when I stopped time in my doll body, I wasn't able to move freely. When I fought you that first time, that was also the first time I used that ability. And sure enough, you were able to break free and escape. I only had a few minutes once time had stopped. I had my hands full binding you. My clothes were getting disheveled, trying to finish milking you. It was all quite difficult. That ability also requires concentration. It can't be freely used over and over. It's an ability full of shortcomings. Well, it was still pretty amazing. It could be even more amazing if you managed to get really good with it. I thought the ability to stop time was mine alone, so I didn't think too much about it. While falling in the abyss, assailed endlessly by fear, nothingness, cold, loneliness, I didn't have the luxury of worrying about the flow of time. It would be easier if time stopped. At the end, that's all I thought about. But that didn't turn out to be a good thing. Even with the time around me stopped, I was still left with the nothingness and loneliness. I'd only managed to stop my time. If I hadn't had the goal of the bad touching you, Kazuya, I'm sure I wouldn't have had the will to move out of that space. Well, I don't have that ability anymore now that I'm free of the twins. I didn't need it anyways. The twins. This all happened because the professor made that doll. So what would have happened if there had been an object for you to possess? Like an evil spirit, I would have had to do it the hard way and curse you to death. But since you're resistant to magic, that probably wouldn't have worked. If I wasn't able to find someone without magic resistance, someone easily swept up in their emotions, a target I could easily curse to death. Wait, that's weird. The twins said they released you to deal with me. If the professor hadn't happened to make that doll, then you wouldn't have been able to attack me. This is just a guess, but if those two can make plans for events so far in advance, it's not a stretch to imagine they had advanced knowledge of recent events. Their style of dress fooled the people in my village. There's actually no way of knowing just what era those demons are from. The way they spoke was mysterious too. Like why they always emphasize the word me. I've lived quite a long life as a familiar, and even I've never seen such wicked demons before. It's not unusual for demons with power on par with the demon lords like Hecate and Nina to go off the rails. But I mean, those two really were evil. The true form they showed us looked kinda like an actual string puppet. Whoever made that guy has gotta be a real piece of work. Professor had it rough too. She was the victim of the twin schemes. Her doll suddenly came to life, rallying her into a panic. Was it all part of their plan? She was panicked? It is true that I threatened her to get information about you, but she seemed quite pleased that I was moving around. She was saying things like, "Yay, it's standing on its own," and "Woohoo, yeah, baby!" That goddamn professor. Alright, her bond is good. Yeah, hey! How you doing, young fellas? Professor, what are you doing here? What do you mean? I'm here for doll maintenance. This place might be spiritual, but this demon's body is rooted in that doll. So anyways, let me have a little peek at what's inside that body. It'll be fine, it'll be fine. It'll take barely an hour. Fine. Ah, just as I thought, the drivetrain's taken a beating. Probably from you trying to move while time was stopped. Moving around while you were unfinished really did a number. And the paint here is fading too. Well, those are the only parts in need of fixing up this time. Right! All done! You're all shiny now. Your body movement should feel much better now, Miss Mukuru person. Huh? You can't move? Why are you looking at me like that? It's not my fault. I just swapped some parts out. None of them should have affected you like this. You're just sleeping. That's right. You're probably just sleeping. You'll wake up in a little bit. Okay then, I'll see you around. Professor left in a hurry like she was trying to escape. Mukuro? That's right. The reason you came here was to learn about me. I hope you can pass on peacefully. Kazuya embraces Mukuro. Akane. Why are you crying, Kazuya? Huh? Just as I was about to lose consciousness, she suddenly released me. I fell to the ground. She sat down next to me and continued speaking. I want you to promise me something, Kazuya. Don't call me Akane anymore. Akane died a long time ago. She was remembered by you and passed on. The one together with you now, her name is Mukuro, an evil spirit haunting a doll. Just a demon doll who milks you, nothing more, nothing less. So forget all about my reasons for coming here in my past life. Just keep letting me stay here. I understand, but can we make those surprise attacks of yours a one-time thing? I can't stand up. You ain't getting away. You're gonna die here, scum. Crap, there's gotta be a place you can hide somewhere close. The helicopter crashed in the back of the park. That takes care of all the nuisances, Kazuya-kun. Well, well, Kazuya-kun, having shaken off the tempting lure of the milking doll Maruko, you've managed to make it all the way to the park. Will you actually be able to survive the reverse bad touch show in one piece and proceed on ahead? Do you understand what you did just now? There might have been people on that helicopter. If it crashes like that, the people on board won't. And? Huh? Ah, Kazuya-kun, you're making a big mistake treating me like I'm just a child. I'm a demon, and an MOW biological weapon at that. So far, I've killed dozens of humans during my shows. Do you get it? Right now, you're the next victim, unless you can survive, of course. It seems explaining normal morals will be a waste of time, but if I defy, I might end up like that helicopter. Just as she said, this will be a dance battle. I have to survive. Come on! The adverts are over and the show's starting. Big smile, high spirits. Let's dance. Lights! Camera! Action! Alright, coming at you again today, it's the most watched reality TV show in the Demon Realm. It's Demon Realms TV's Human Reverse Bad Touch Show. We'll get our guest Kazuya-kun here to decide which route he will take. Route? The thing is, after we did that previous show, we got a ton of requests from our viewers for you to try resisting with your human weapons. So, will he fight like he did during the rehearsal in a dance battle? Or will he fight like he normally does in a combat battle? We'll have Kazuya-kun himself decide. Now then, Kazuya-kun, which one speaks to you the most? Dance off, of course! You can't... The gauntlet has been thrown out! You can't refuse to dance off! It's against the law! Okay then, let's begin right away! His first partner will be Ebony-chan. Kazuya-kun met her before at the rehearsal. Her style is slow and seductive. I've lost count of how many humans have given up dancing and given themselves over to her in the face of strictly voluptuous charms. Will Kazuya-kun be able to be seduced by her moves and become just another one of those pathetic humans? Right, start the battle! Oh, that's Kazuya-kun for you. A splendid victory in the face of Ebony's seductions. Okay, time for an ad break. Kazuya-kun, please prepare for the next dance. Ad break? Okay, this is a chance to recover. Use your items to recover and strengthen yourself. Cameras aren't on you, so you can even use items that will be good for broadcast. Get them down yet. Good throw. Okay, we're back! Now the second dance begins. Our next dancer is known for her passionate wild dancing. It's Ivory-chan. Most of our guests send Bad Touch by Ebony-chan, so this is quite a rare appearance. In contrast to Ebony-chan's slow and seductive moves, Ivory-chan's dances feature intense hip gyrations. Will Kazuya-kun be able to follow along with her? The big second dance, begin! Amazing, just amazing, and ratings are through the roof, Kazuya-kun! Alright, everyone's getting into the swing of things, so I might join in and do a little song and dance routine I put together earlier. You know, start singing and dancing. Alright, Ivory falls to her knees, and just like that, she melts and disappears in Ania's shadow. Amazing, Kazuya-kun! Ivory-chan lost for the first time ever! What else would anyone expect from someone with the power to drive off Hecate? It looks like the backup dancers were no match for you! Okay, time for another ad break. Next up will be the final confrontation between me and Kazuya. Don't touch that dial! So you're finally at the big finale. Brace yourself all you can. This last dance will probably be more difficult. Prepare yourself properly and be careful not to make mistakes. I made my way over to Nia just before the ad break finished. But the smile I'd seen on her face in front of the cameras was gone. She was sunk down on the floor with her head down. Without thinking, I went over to her. What's wrong, Nina? Kazuya-kun? What do I do? It looks like I've now served my purpose. Huh? When I looked closely, the tips of her hands and feet were turning white and floppy. The shadow stretching from the ribbon on her back was becoming indistinct, and even the ribbon itself was turning slightly whitish. Just like with Lucy, if this keeps up, she'll... It's a safety device to make sure that MOW biological weapons don't disobey orders. They're fitted with a self-destruct system. I can still sing. I can dance. I don't wanna stop being an idol. If I snatch Kazuya-kun, if I bad touch Kazuya-kun, I'll be saved. Please, Kazuya-kun, let me win. I'm sorry, Nina. I can't do that. Come on! We're finally at the climax! Who will be left standing on the stage? Will it be me, or will it be Kazuya-kun? She was softly crying there for a while, but the second the outbreak finished, she wiped away her tears with her sleeve and beamed like she always does. That girl, she's still not giving up on being an idol. If I lose here, this will be the final broadcast of the Human Reverse Bad Touch show. And it'll mean I'll have to give up being an idol. I mean, a demon who reverse bad touch humans losing to him. It just won't work. Naturally, I don't intend to go down that easily. I'll show you what the Demon Realm's #1 idol can do. So, accept it. My full power. Okay. Well then, the last battle begins. It's showtime! Ugh! Nina! I couldn't keep up with dancing with her crumbling legs. She fell and collapsed on the stage. But the main camera zooming in on her, trying not to show the part of her body that had broken. I think they're probably trying to make it look like she simply lost the dance battle and collapsed on the floor. I lost. I'm sorry to all my fans. Kazuya-kun, did I dance well right into the end? I was a little tired and I fell down, but I think I did some cute dances on TV. Her body is crumbling away before my eyes. Her lower half is almost gone. Even the end of the camera is turning white in large splotches. Yeah, it was great showing, Nina. I'm so glad. Well then, to everyone in front of the TVs, thank you for staying with us this far. It's sad, but this is the end of the road for this show. Hope to see you again someday. This has been your host, the Demon Realm's #1 idol, Nina-chan. After saying that, her body completely crumbled in front of my eyes. The camera also powerlessly fell to the ground and crumbled to nothing. She showed admirable determination right up until the end. She probably barely had the power to crack even a smile. I think I might have misunderstood her. Honestly, before the show started, there was that problem with the helicopter. I thought she would do whatever it took for her show. I thought she was simple-minded and cruel, like Hecate. But that's not quite right. Her obsession, her strong wish to keep being an idol, was the source of her cruelty. Turning such a pure wish against itself. Is that how MOW operates? Their experiments in meddling have shown no signs of slowing down since the start of the war against the demons. I've heard they've even tested out their potential by killing innocent civilians. There's no way we can let them keep doing this. For humanity and for demons. Yeah. You had an amazing final episode, Nina. I guess that's the entertainment biz for you. Rest in peace, E002. Rest in peace, Marionette. In the end, she passed away without even learning her true name. That was her wish, after all. We were fulfilling that girl's needs and using it for our own ends. It's me. A rescue request has come from the helicopter that crashed during E002's attack. How shall we proceed? Fortunately, there's a spare helicopter in the branch. Leave them. Huh? MOW has no use for subordinates who disobey orders. They'll make good appetizers for the gluttonous E003. Or, perhaps would you like to go help them? To go to an area where E003 is roaming freely? We'll arrange for a replacement pilot. Excuse me. You've been wonderful so far, Kazuya-kun. You've exceeded my expectations. But E003 is a formidable foe. It's a life form so dangerous even we don't know how to handle it. It won't be quite as soft on you as the last two you faced. Do your best, Kazuya-kun. Fuck! Fuck! The hell's going on? It shouldn't all be this damaged. Calm down. The way we crashed it, it's a miracle we even came out in one piece. For our clothes are pretty damaged, but fortunately our weapons are fine. If we keep a low profile, we'll make it out of this. Why haven't they responded? The guys should still be at the branch. It's almost like they've got no more use for us. Buddy? No way! The black coffin is open! Alright, that was the end of chapter 2. One thing I gotta figure out though is do I meet the requirements for Nina? I wasn't expecting it to end at 99%.